Welcome to Anatomy and Physiology 1, BIO230 at University College. My name is Jerry Johnson, and I'll be your instructor for this course. Let me first tell you just a little bit about myself. I currently teach at Corbin University in Salem, Oregon, and I have been there since 1988. At Corbin, I teach anatomy and physiology, as well as other courses such as Biology 1 and 2 and Advanced Physiology. I grew up in Illinois, but then I moved to Tennessee in 1981 and then lived there for 7 years before moving to Oregon. Let's first talk about how to get a hold of me in case you have some questions. My email address is jmjohnson@uc.apu.edu, but probably a better way to get a hold of me is by clicking on Ask the Prof found at the course site. If you go down to the course information, you can click on the Ask the Prof link and it will take you to a place where you can type a message that will get to me. If you'd rather talk verbally, you can do that too. Either contact me through Skype or through Google Hangout by just simply doing a search for my email address. So let's talk about some things that you need to do in order to get started in this course. First, go to course.uc.apu.edu where the course is located, and you'll see a link to it over there on the right side of the page. When you go to that course, go down to course information and then click on the link for the syllabus. Download it and please read it carefully. One of the things that you're going to need to do, of course, right away is get a hold of the textbook. Fortunately, the textbook is a PDF and it's free, so you just need to go to the website that's linked there in the syllabus. And when you go there, it'll take you to a site where you'll have a number of choices for getting the book. You can either view the book online, or you can download a PDF copy of it, which is what I would recommend. Or you can get a hardbound copy if you want, but that costs about $70. Or you can get an iBooks version, but that costs as well. But if you want a Kindle version, that one's free. So if you want to read it on your phone or on your tablet or even on your computer, you can download the Kindle app for your computer or your phone and just read the book on the Kindle app on your phone or computer. Let's look at the components of the course. The course will include some discussions worth 200 points, quizzes. These are online quizzes, of course, laboratory exercises, video exercises, and a final exam, and those all add up to 1,000 points. So let's talk about each one of those now. Each week you'll be given a question to answer, and these answers are to be between 150 and 250 words long. And those answers should be posted by Thursday at 11:55 p.m. Then you'll respond to two classmates with a response that's at least 150 words long, and those responses are due on Saturday at 11:55 p.m. The one exception to those deadlines will be in week 8, and so when we get to week 8, you'll see what those deadlines are. Another component are the online quizzes. Each quiz is to be answered by a Monday, except for this very first Monday, at 8 a.m. And another exception is the very last quiz. It'll be due on a Friday. Those quizzes will be over the chapter readings for the week. And each quiz will consist of 20 questions, and you'll be given 30 minutes to answer those 20 questions. Laboratory exercises and video exercises will be part of this class, and they will work in conjunction with each other. The lab exercises involve answering some questions in a Word document and then submitting those. The video exercises will involve submitting a video to YouTube. In order to perform the laboratory exercises, you're going to need to purchase what is called a STEM pack. You can see information about this in week 1 of the course. And you're going to want to order this right away because One of the things you've got to do is use a stim pack manual, but the system won't let you download that manual until you have purchased the stim pack itself. So if you go to week 1, you'll see the information that you'll need in order to order the stim pack. Again, the stim pack manual can't be downloaded until you submit your order number, so be sure and do that. Here's the part of the course site that will talk about you submitting your stim pack order number so that you can download the manual. The video exercises, as I mentioned, are correlated with the lab exercises. And you can see more information about those video exercises by going to week 1 and then going to the section Introduction to the Body and then looking at the section Lab and Video Exercises Overview. If you can't find that particular part that I'm talking about, just email me and I'll send you the link to that overview page. So let's now look at the chapters that we're going to cover during this 8 weeks. During week 1, we'll look at an introduction to the human body, and chapter 2 will be over the chemical level of organization. During week 2, we'll look at chapter 3, the cellular level of organization, and chapter 4, the tissue level of organization. During week 3, we'll look at the integumentary system, which is the skin and the hair and nails. Week 4 will involve a look at the bone tissue and the skeletal system and the axial skeleton. Week 5 will involve looking at the appendicular skeleton and joints. Week 6, we'll look at muscle tissue and the muscular system. Week 7, we'll look at the nervous system and nervous control and anatomy of the nervous system. During week 8, we'll look at the somatic nervous system and the neurological exam. And although the autonomic nervous system is not formally part of this course, most likely I'll include some information for you so that you can learn about the autonomic nervous system. Let's look at how you want to navigate the course. If you go to the course, you'll notice on the left-hand side on the top, there's this section where you have a number of links. The forms would be how you would access the online discussions. The assignments takes you to the lab exercises. Learning Extras just takes you to a website called tutor.com, which you probably won't really need. Quizzes, of course, takes you to the online quizzes. And Resources takes you to a place where you'll see a list of all of the documents that are in the course. Obviously, Grades will take you to your grades. You can also navigate the course by going to the navigation block found over on the left side. And as you can tell, you can just simply click on a particular section and it'll take you to that particular part pretty quickly. You can also navigate the course by using this breadcrumb trail that's up at the top. Just simply click on a particular section like week 1 or week 1 discussion structural organization, and it'll take you to that particular section of the course. Up at the top, you can also see professor info. You can click on Ask the Prof if you want to ask me a question. Announcements, this is important. This is what I'll use to send out emails to you. So if you get an email from me and then you lose that email or can't place it, you can just go up to the announcements section, click on that, and you'll see all of the announcements that were sent out via email. Community is a place where I'd like you to go in and just tell the class a little bit about yourself. You'll see some instructions there. Getting help probably won't be necessary, but you can look at that if you want. And tech support, my guess is that you won't need that either, but again, you can look at that if you want. Here, of course, is where you can access each of the weeks of the course, as well as the course information up at the top and support resources. And you'll notice that the lab manual is mentioned down there at the bottom. Over in the top right section, you'll see your name, and you can access certain portions of the course quickly by simply clicking on the little icon, the face icon for your name. Here's where you'll see YouTube videos that I have posted regarding different aspects of the course. This particular section found on the right side of the course is really important. It lists upcoming events. In other words, it has deadlines in it. And so this is something that you're going to want to look at very regularly in order to make sure you're staying on top of all of the assignments. So let's go through one more time the things that you should be doing this week. First, download and read the syllabus. Then go to the week 1 section of the course. Order the STEM pack, that's the lab materials. Complete the STEM pack order number submission. That's what you need to do in order to get the lab manual. Post your initial week 1 discussion post by Thursday, January the 11th at 11:55 p.m. Then respond to 2 classmates by Saturday, January 13th at 11:55 p.m. Read chapters 1 and 2 and complete the chapter 1 quiz by Monday, January the 15th at 8 a.m. Remember, those quizzes have a time limit to them. Complete the week 1 lab exercise and also the video exercise that accompanies it by Monday, January 15th at 8 a.m. And lastly, post something about yourself in the community site so we can all become a little bit more familiar with each other. So again, welcome to the course, and if you have any questions, you can either email me or use the Ask the Prof feature in the course site.